ADC is known as the worst role in League of Legends. As someone that hasn't been playing for long, I have been recommended to play every single role in the game except for AD carry. It's been called
the single worst fucking role in solo queue you can ever play in your fucking life.
It's been the weakest role for the last half year minimum.
But is that really true in an environment filled with new players? So I decided to spend the next week on AD carry to see if it truly is the worst role in League of Legends. At the end of my last challenge, I bought aphelios. But what most of you didn't realize was that I was doing it on an entirely new account. I had decided to switch regions from Taiwan to SEA. I'll explain why later in the video, but Riot doesn't let you transfer if you play in Taiwan. So I made a brand new account, which meant starting completely from scratch. But honestly, I wasn't too stressed about it. I wasn't planning to play ranked anyway. This time, I wanted to try something different. Switch champions every 3 games until I found one I genuinely enjoyed, or until I tried 7. Chat held me at gunpoint to choose aphelios as my first pick. Now, if you've played him before, you would already know this guy is the most unnecessarily complicated ADC in the game. Oh my god! So I did the only logical thing an Asian like me would do. I pulled up the wiki. Dude, why do I feel like I'm studying, man? I feel like I'm reading up on fucking calculus or something. Spent a solid 10 minutes in the practice tool and fires both weapons at nearby enemies for the next 1.75 seconds. So it's like Lucian. It's like Lucian. This guy's like Lucian then. And then queued up for swift play. This was a fresh account, which meant my first few matches were against bots. Of course, because these people weren't real, I started winning really badly. I missed my Q, bro! Let me kill you real quick. Let work. And somewhere in the middle, I started gaslighting myself. But look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm different on this role. I'm different on this role. Yo, I swear to God, add all of their damages. And you don't even come up with my damage, bro. And just when I was beginning to think that, this game puts me in a game with real humans. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Bro, these fucking traps are... Watch this. Watch this fat... Oh. If the Caitlyn was good, she would have walked back into my ult. The thing with ADC is that having one person to keep track of is already kind of a struggle for me. So adding not 1, but 2 people to the mix was not good for me. Keep in mind, ADC required a completely different playstyle compared to everything I had played previously. So far, the champion I played consisted of assassins and tanks, archetypes that require me to play up close. And now that I was in a completely different role that required a completely different playstyle, I was not playing well. What the fuck? There was so much to learn about aphelios. He had 5 guns, each with their own auto attack, passive, ability, and ultimate. To make things worse, or better, my next few games were back to bot lobbies. And of course, I started steamrolling again. My ult's coming soon. It felt wrong, like I was winning when I clearly hadn't earned it. But still, I can't lie, it was kind of fun. GG's pentakill! Holy shit, man! God damn! The very next day, I decided to play Jhin. This time, I was expecting to play against real people and also possibly get destroyed, especially since I had never played Jhin before. But it actually didn't go as bad as I thought. Boom! You see that shit? You see that shit? You see that shit? You see that shit, chat? In fact, I would go as far as to say I was doing pretty well. My first impression of Jhin was that he was pretty fun, but he also had a pretty weird kit and ult that I kept cancelling. There was quite a lot of nuance to his kit, but he didn't seem like a champion I would play. Personally, I like champions that make it feel like I've snorted 10 kilograms of cocaine. So after my 3 games, I played Tristana. That was the only game I played Tristana. This match made me realize how much I didn't know about the role. Tristana is one of those weird champs where she's good early, terrible mid game, and then comes back swinging late game. I didn't know I had to reach a specific item until I could actually fight again. And because of that, I just kept dying. There was also this moment when I split off from my team while Dragon was spawning, and I was planning on taking the tower and split pushing. Then my team pings me. And then my chat backseats the fuck out of me. Apparently, I should be there for the big objective fights since I'm an ADC and I do a lot of damage with my auto attacks. After this game, I was evaluating everything I thought I knew about this game. So I can't really split push. I can't take fights in the mid game. And I have to take skirmishes with the team because I do a lot of turret damage. That one game made me question everything I knew about the role. I had different responsibilities, which meant I had to play it completely differently. So I went into the next day wanting to answer one single question. What the hell am I actually supposed to do as ADC? The very next day I did some research and this is what I found out about the role. An ADC stands for Attack Damage Carry, and as you may have heard from it literally being in the name, you are supposed to be the carry in terms of damage. Which means fighting for objectives and sticking with your team. Something I was not used to doing. You know, I have a severe case of fuck you syndrome. Which means every single time something doesn't go well, whether for me or my team, I will play the game like I'm the only player on my team. I won't take part in team fights. I won't fight objectives. I won't do anything apart from farm. Which would be a decent strategy if I was a top laner, but I'm not. And it turns out this was a really terrible habit of mine because the very next day I still kept making that mistake. It was really bad because I quickly realized even something as simple as farming was a bad idea if there was no vision or if I was by myself. What am I supposed to do there, huh? The fucking Avengers, dude. What? Why am I getting targeted here? So where the fuck do I go? Where the fuck do I go? I can't even play 2 meters in front of my fucking tower, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? I play 2 meters in front of a fucking tower. The whole team fucking dives me like the fucking Avengers. That was when I realized that this role was annoying as hell. At this point, I was just playing champs until I fully understood what they did, or until I lost my mind. I was also beginning to tell that my CS was really bad. I was on Smolder and I was trying to farm stacks, and even then I hit a CS at 5.4, so I needed to do a lot more research. I ended up finding this ADC macro guide, and this has possibly been the most useful resource I have ever seen in my 3.5 months of playing this game. It talks about what you should do at every single stage of the game, all in 5 minutes, and I was ready to implement a few of these things into my gameplay. The concept that actually surprised me the most was the idea of connecting towers with a series of lines. By doing this, you create an area of safety and control. The second you step outside of that, you're overextended. So I went into my next couple of games with this in mind. I decided to pick up a new champ, Ashe, and something was just different with her. Holy shit, man! Things were kind of different this time because I had never been able to pick up a champion and be able to do this well. At least not against real people. It's gonna stay like that. It's gonna stay like that. Cause I'm getting fed right now. But as the game was moving forward, I was just not having a good time. Yo, so like... Yo, what the fuck? But so everyone's throwing except for the Echo and me. After that game, I just wanted to try something different. Which brings me to the reason why I decided to switch servers in the first place. The issue with playing in Taiwan was that no one there speaks English, and I'm not fluent in Chinese, which meant I couldn't communicate well if I found a duo to play with. So I switched over to the SEA server because most people can speak English. So I found a duo to play with, but there's just one catch.
Testing.
Let me check your op.gg. Let me see.
Wait, if you are checking Kaisa, it's fine. I'm okay with you checking Kaisa.
Let me check the other one.
No.
Let me check the other one. Oh shit, it's here. Motherfucker, he is challenger. God damn it, bruh. My plan now was to get my ass carried and try to pick up as much as possible. But in my first game, I'm faced with a little bit of a problem.
Oh, we are going against Iron Lee Sin and Black Sona. They have 1.2 million.
Oh fuck!
Mastery.
Yo, you got your MMR is crazy, man. Why is there a Platsona? This was a bit of a worry for me because my duo was a challenger ADC player and he was playing Lee Sin, which is not a support character. I didn't know if he was able to carry me out of this game, especially since I was an Iron 4 player.
Yeah, so early game, you just have to focus on farming.
Got you.
The rest, I will try to help.
Got you. You tell me what to do, I do instantly.
Alright. Nah. Do it by yourself because it's better like this.
Okay.
Unless you are doing some weird stuff, I might have to
Okay.
say something.
Almost immediately, the game feels different. There was an overwhelming amount of pressure and I was not able to find any openings at all. Okay. So I did the only thing I could do at the moment and just farmed like I was told. Until... I R him! He's dead!
Oh, my bad. Oh shit, my bad. I accidentally.
It's fine. That was when I kind of began to understand the dynamic between supports and ADCs. Supports do the engaging where the ADCs capitalize on that to do damage. I actually ended up learning a lot more that game. But the most obvious thing I was missing was map awareness. He was pointing out fights on the map I completely missed. Press E. I got the Ari.
Kill them, go.
I'm going! I'm going crazy!
Kill them. I'm a tank for you.
I got it!
Go.
Oh, shit.
Dodge. Wait.
Oh shit!
Okay, now whoa, back.
I'm running!
Yeah.
Exactly. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I had to go in before the Ari because yo!
Yo, what the fuck? Oh. The craziest thing that started happening when I was playing with my duo was how I was beginning to actually win lane even when my duo wasn't playing support. He's getting tilted! He's fucked! Oh shit! Unfortunately, after this game, my duo had to hop off, which meant I was back to playing with Iron players. I decided to keep trying out different ADCs in hopes that maybe I would find someone I would perform better than on Ashe. I picked Ezreal, but I had a Garen support, and for some reason he was just spamming pings. But yeah, we ended up losing that game, so I decided to change champions to Misfortune. This was the exact moment I knew this champion wasn't for me.
I got pushed away.
Misfortune or everything. God fucking damn it, bro. On day 5, I just played as usual. This time I was playing with 2 people. One of them is Emerald and the other is Bronze, which meant I wasn't going to be carried as hard. But unfortunately, things didn't turn out well this time. Hello! I don't have mana, that's why. I chose to play 4 different ADCs today, 3 of which I absolutely hated. Xayah made me feel like I was out here calculating feather angles like I was applying to NASA. Caitlyn had traps that I could not use at all, as well as a passive that didn't make any sense. And Kalista... Do I even need to explain this one? I played against a Nico for the first time, which was a terrible experience. You must be fucking kidding me, bro.
Wow.
What the hell? Also, I got ganked. Repeatedly. If I had $1 for every gank, I could afford 2 therapists. One for my leak trauma and one for the damage to my self-esteem. Despite this, my MMR went up. Riot must think I'm smurfing. Riot is wrong. By the time I was playing Kalista, I got matched with the gold players. Meanwhile, I was out here playing like a drunk squirrel with Wi-Fi issues. Honestly, I just felt like that one kid in a group project that does nothing. So, I decided to go back to solo queue. There are now consistently bronze players in my lobbies. But I still don't know if this means anything because I pick Vayne for the first time and I am absolutely destroying them. fucking idiot. Dude just ran past me. I don't know what exactly I was doing. In fact, this entire day I was running full on autopilot. But this was when I kind of began to be able to process what was going on in the map. And just how stupid I was walking around areas with no vision. Something I used to always do. I think this was mainly because I was getting a bit more used to all the chaotic bullshit happening on screen. But while I'm improving mechanically and mentally, there's one big issue I can't ignore. I was getting bored as fuck. At the start, I was able to have fun because things were new, but I began to realize that this role was something I could not imagine playing long term. The champions in this role aren't really as complex as the others, and all you do is stay at the backline playing Auto Attack Simulator. With that being said, it might also be because I went on a 3-game losing streak. Surprisingly, I didn't really blame anyone. Maybe it was because I don't understand what supports are supposed to do. Because the moment my chat points out that one of my supports are bad, I start shit-talking him without knowing exactly what he did wrong. One gank! The Twisted Fate comes down for one gank, and he does more than this Maokai has been doing all game. Thank you for the follow, Emily. Appreciate it. I still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. My understanding of the role so far is that I am in jail during the laning phase and that I am a slave to my teammates in the mid and late game. I thought it might be because I keep jumping from champion to champion, so on the last day I finally decided to stick with Ashe to see if things would turn out a bit differently. Teamfights were beginning to happen a lot more when the first dragon spawned, and I was late to notice the fights every single time. Surprisingly, it turned out pretty well because LeBlanc was just carrying, but as much as I thought things were going well, I began to discover the amount of cheese in this game. This was the moment when I began to realize how annoying supports can be when I played against the Pyke. Why are we focused on different people, bro? Like this, I'm shooting this Pyke and this Rakad's focusing on a Twitch. Are you brain dead? This was a bit different than usual because he seemed to perfectly predict where I went and hook me every single time. And given the fact that he could go invisible as well, I was actually beginning to lose my shit. Why is he running back? Why is he running back? Now, after this game, I think I began to understand a little bit more about the role, as well as why I don't think this was that fun. When you're winning, the abilities feel simplistic, and the fun in this role is positioning so that the enemy can't reach you because one wrong move will kill you. Fucking dumbass bitch! Dumbass bitch! It was all planned! It was all planned, motherfucker! It was all planned! It was all planned! It was all planned! It was all planned! It was all— But when you're losing, everyone wants to kill you, and you have 0 damage, you basically have 0 health, and you have 0 escape tools. From my perspective, losing on ADC feels way worse than every other role I've tried. I probably won't be touching this role again. Anyways, like and subscribe. I'll see you in my support video. Bye.